Bitcoin's so close to all-time highs today, but failing, just missing the mark. Right now, Bitcoin trading around $57,000 in this video. I want to break down what's going on the short-term charts. I want to break down support areas that we need to watch. But most importantly in this video, everybody, I want to show you some ridiculously cool on-chain metrics that are so synergistic with what Bitcoin is doing on the charts. Let's jump in. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, turn the notification bells on. I do videos every day, everybody, and I really appreciate you cruising by. Let's jump into this Bitcoin video. See the hourly chart. We're going to break it down. I'm going to talk about the very short-term, support areas, a potential area where Bitcoin can just get a nice bounce, and we're just breaking through in the next 12 to 24 hours through all-time highs. It's in play right now, and I think YouTubers say that a lot. Next 24 hours are crazy, everybody. But it really is true. And I'm going to break down why I think the next 24 hours could potentially be really cool for Bitcoin. It's just an interesting area to look at. But before we talk about these zoomed in charts, I love just gathering the data on the macro, the zoomed out, but also on-chain metrics. And here's a tweet. Let me go over here. This is Willy Woo. Bitcoin is once again near all-time highs. There's a solid amount of on-chain support below here. Chart showing just how many coins were bought at each price by current investors. A nice confirmation of the validity of these price levels. He goes on, strong hands came in to buy this latest dip. And that's not the first time this happened. Red in this chart showing coins moving to hodlers with very little history of selling. So the dip got bought up, and coins are going to hodlers. Here's the chart. It's an illustration. Now, you can't see it on this screen, but this is, basically March right here, right above my video of me. This dip is Bitcoin being sent and held by addresses. And it's really just a show of support that's occurring, a show of, accumulators accumulating during this recent dip. That's what happened. What's really interesting to me about this is if you go back to this last dip right here, this was February, and you can't see the date once again, but on this chart, this is around February 7th or so. And let's go over to a 6 hour so you can visualize what I'm talking about. That dip, which again, just to make a note of this dip is Bitcoin being sent to hodler addresses and truly support for Bitcoin, because these addresses have little history of selling Bitcoin. So that's what's occurring here. It's a bullish sign of support. If we go to the 6 hour on the chart, that's right around here. I should say right around here. And now what's so interesting about this was the move last time, and we've just been talking about this so often on this YouTube channel. Bitcoin all-time high in January, right? And we're talking like 42,000 to swing low, coming up, breaking Fibonacci resistance, or at least testing it, and then breaking it for continuation. Now, we are in an identical area right now, which is all-time high, this time around 58,000 to swing low. You know the story. There's a Fibonacci resistance. We're there right now. We've been testing it. We've been talking about it. You see the harmony on the screen, and if you've been watching my YouTube videos, you know it's there because I talk about it all the time. But note this area once again right here. As Bitcoin is in the same vicinity where it is right now, the same on-chain metrics were occurring at the same exact time last time. When Bitcoin back here was testing a key Fibonacci resistance, look at the synergy on these on-chain metrics charts. Bitcoin being moving to hodlers addresses that have little history of selling. So I think we see what's occurring here. It's kind of a short-term supply shock, probably potentially getting ready to occur again. And that is the case for, if we go over here, that is the case for Bitcoin to truly not only break this resistance area, but catapult to new all-time highs once again, as it did last time. And Willy Woo, actually, he tweeted one more time, and he said, the second major consolidation of the 2021 bull market is nearly complete. And I have to just 100% agree. And that also is illustrated on the macro charts. Here's a weekly, you know where we are, Bitcoin breaking the bull market doors. And we've just seen such bullish velocity of Bitcoin. More velocity, more speed, more overextension than we got last time, but the move is so similar. And in terms of the move, we have been kind of comparatively right here. In my opinion, the bull market is not even close to being over. I think there's some people out there that think we're getting there. I don't think we're even close to this being over yet, but in regards to what he said, the second major consolidation of 2021 bull market nearly complete, it's very much illustrated on this RSI, this slower moving momentum oscillator. And going into this bull market, we talked about this. This was the last bull market, the momentum oscillator back then. We talked about, let's watch that. Let's see what Bitcoin does in this overbought territory, in that similar zone that Bitcoin would get overextended. Let's watch that, the similarities. And look, we're there, everybody. We're getting these same exact swing highs on this RSI to a swing low, consolidation, healthy consolidation, swing high to swing low, again, healthy consolidation. And what he's saying is the second major consolidation of 2021 bull markets is nearly complete. And you can just see it truly is the second one. So we have 1, 2, nearly complete, explosive move to the upside. I'm not trying to like overly be bullish here, but according to all of the data, if history does repeat itself, we're getting ready to break all-time highs. And now let's talk about the time frame of that potentially on the short term. So there's the 6 hour. Here's a view of the hourly. There's that Fibonacci resistance Bitcoin has, been testing, and really we are above it right now, which is good. What I want to show you is if you look at, and I have this charted already, like this took around 4 days. You see I've circled 4 days from when Bitcoin entered that Fibonacci resistance to when Bitcoin broke out. So it took around 14 days, actually, it took 4 days, 18 hours, almost 5 days. Now, if we take that same tool and we just chart this, when Bitcoin entered the Fibonacci resistance to where it is right now, we are 3 days and 6 hours. We are around just over a day away from Bitcoin kind of getting to that same exact time frame that it took last time before Bitcoin made the breakout. So the reason I bring that up is not to say, hey, everybody, wait 4 days, 18 hours, and we're going to get a breakout. That's not how this works. But history does, and you know this because I talk about historical data on these charts all the time, and it always plays out so similar. Not always, but so often. One of my last videos was talking about, is Bitcoin just seriously doing this? I mean, look at the synergy and harmony of this move compared to the last move. It's just crazy predictable. So it gives us an idea of time frame, meaning we're 3 days here as we've entered this resistance. It's not surprising Bitcoin hasn't just gone crazy yet. It took almost 5 days before. So I really think the next 24 hours, because humans are behind the synergy and harmony that I always talk about. I need to find new words, but humans are behind that, right, on these charts. So it's safe to say that in the next 24 hours, there's a really good possibility that we get a break to the upside. Now, to the downside, what do we have to watch for? We got to be careful. Here's the hourly. If you want to really talk about this on the hourly, it's very simple. We had this swing low right here to swing high. Bitcoin's making a move recently. We bounced right off of that. Let me get rid of this bigger. There we go. We bounced right off of that Fibonacci support. And then again, from that support area, we had a swing low to swing high, almost all-time high today. And we're looking for support down here for a potential another swing low, higher low, in the area of 55,700 to 55,000. So Bitcoin can actually come down to 55,000 and still be very bullish for a break to the upside to new all-time highs. That's a scenario on the short term you want to be aware of. Maybe it doesn't even come down to that low, but if it does, watch for support. We want to see support for Bitcoin. There's a lot of space for Bitcoin to really just break away from the kind of the synergy and flow we're looking for, which is the break to the upside. And so we could get a short-term bearish confirmation if Bitcoin breaks below the support area. Again, 55,700 or so to 55,000. That is a really big support area on the very short-term charts. Now, I want to just make note of maybe potentially a larger support area in case that one does fail. What we really want to be aware of is if you look at this chart, we have this move on the 6 hour. which is essentially that explosive move from that last swing low here to where we are now, this recent all-time, or not all-time high, almost all-time high. And we have this support area down here. So that is currently around 50,000 to 48,700. So 48,700 to 50,700. That's that last line of defense before Bitcoin is probably entering a midterm consolidation, and we're going probably lower. I'm not sure Bitcoin will even hold support at that area, but that's that last area of support in case we get some ridiculous dip. I don't foresee that happening. I just really wanted to throw it out there. You know how my mind works. I'm always anticipating ridiculous dips for Bitcoin, and I just wanted to put that out there so that it's out there. But really, what I'm really watching for is the short-term charts. I want to see if the short-term support holds, and time will tell. There's nothing I can do besides put this out there tonight and just watch this with you all and see if Bitcoin can make this move above all-time highs. And, you know, I think if it does, and this is just me thinking out loud, I really think $60,000 probably incoming pretty quickly. I mean, in terms of price range, it's not a huge move for Bitcoin from where it is. $60,000 is only around a 5% move, 5.5% move for Bitcoin from where it is right now. So time will tell. Let's see. Just to give you an idea, Bitcoin, when it made its explosive move, 4 days, almost 5 days, as it entered that last Fibonacci resistance, made a huge 18, 20% move to the upside. I'm not sure we'll see something like that, but that would be pretty epic. Let's see. Let's watch what Bitcoin does. As you know, none of us know what's going to happen, but it's definitely exciting to watch. Everybody, hit the subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I really appreciate you cruising by. Hit those likes. Help me out here as we try and get some momentum with these videos. I really appreciate your support. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good night, and God bless.